Welcome to the Global Channeling Practice. It is February 7th, 2024, and we are going to start with light language as always, and I am going to begin. So hopefully you enjoy. Sika ia tutoia hia sikuhua titia ia kitia uku sika ia titia uku taia sikia utu taia ia titia ia kitia ia tutua sika ia tia utu ia sia hia sia ia kota ia sika ia tua ia tia ia sikita ia tuta ia tia sikutu ia sikita hia sia ia kutu ia sikia ia tutua ia tia ia kia duku ia sikitia ia tu ia ita kaya tu Hazia yaki toya hi tia yaki. You are the thunder, you are the rain. Sikaya tia utu. We are your Mayan ancestors. Sia yaki tia tu ya tia ki tia. Husia yaki yaki yoku tia hi tia yai. Hia sia yokia ya tia. If you cannot visit your homeland in person, you can in spirit. Sia yaki tia yokia tia yai. We will help take you there. Sia yaki tia tua. Yes, for many of you have had your history amongst us. Yes, you are one with the natural elements. As there is no separation. Yes, uoja tia ja kiekkä ja tuta ja hieskä ja tietuko ja yes, you kote you are of the serpent and the rainbow. Sia ja kita ja tuto ja tia yes, as above so below. Sia ja ketia ukuta ja tia ja ketia ja kuwa ja tia sikya ja tia you. Hasia ja ja sikya ja tia ja sikya. Come amongst us once more. Feel our presence. Yes, we surround you with love. Celebrate your mother. Gaia. Tutuya here, Sikahia Tia, and Tutudaya here, and this beautiful home she provides. Siakitea, Tutuya, Titia, Kutuya, Tia, Zia Ketea, Tia, Sikotaya, see so many blessings she bestows upon you. Siakea, Tutuya, Titia, Sikita, Ututia, Tia, Zia Ketea, Hite, or Tuya, Tia, Hazia Yokia, yes, cool. Yes, open your eyes to the abundance she provides. Yes, allow yourself to receive. Let her nourish you. Hosea kaya kia ye tuku to provide food for your soul. Sigaya tita ya tutua. Hiasia kia o kaya tia tia tuku sikaya tia o tu. Hazia ya kia tia sikahia. Sukutu tia. Titia. Blessings. We are the ancient ones. Tia tua. Getting that they are an aspect of the ancient ones. So we've been connecting with the ancient ones of our Peru ancestors, of the cloud people, but these are the Mayan, you know.
What's interesting is that Guatemala is the home of the Mayans.
Yes.
So,
and I'm the Mayan goddess Ixchel. I'm an embodiment of her, or had a lifetime as her, is what I've been told. And actually, when I was channeling Pele, she told me that I was Ishul, and I had a vision in my mind's eye. I saw the word Ishul with like lightning bolts, thunder and lightning around it, and I saw the word Ishul, and then I heard Pele telling me, "You are Ishul, you are Ishul, you are Ishul," and I said, "Do you mean I'm an aspect of her?" And she's like, "No, you are Ishul, you are Ishul, you are Ishul," and she kept repeating it. And that was the first time I channeled Pele too. And I saw like a portal open out of my left eye when Pele came in. So that was pretty wild. I'd never had that happen before. And her energy was super strong. And then we found out that same night that Wendy is Pele. So anyways, but I know Ishul is connected to water, to rainbows, to thunder, and that she is a conduit to bring, energy to Earth, or like a transformer too, kind of like Wendy is, that she is a conduit for energy, to bring energy and anchor it in. Um, yeah. So anyways, but yeah,
Yeah, that's good background
I
information. Also, while you were doing your light language, I had a vision pop up of a golden pearl. So that was like, oh, okay, that was cool.
but I did get the feeling that they were coming through because we were talking about your Guatemala trip.
Yeah, it
So
sounded
that
like it.
well, no, that's like, as they were speaking through it, that was the sense I got, that yeah, they were making their presence known, that they're part of the, I think, the ancient ones, the collective, I guess, but they were our ancestors, connected to like our Mayan lifetimes,
So when I went to Chichen Itza, I was told that I was a priest or a priestess, or I think I've done both, um, in the Mayan culture, and at that time I could barely walk. Remember when we were all having that issue with
our lower backs kind of
like
spasming, and
yeah,
lower back pain, and
like right, like the
like
legs and
in the sides
yeah,
too. Yeah.
it was sciatic. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
horrible. And so when I found out that Guatemala was also like Mayan people, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be there and barely able to walk again, or something else is gonna happen. Like, you know how what
Or maybe you're meant
as
Yeah.
to, like
we go
clear
to purge and
energy. Yeah,
yeah.
Fun times
purge.
with clearing.
Oh my gosh. I was like, why do I sign up for this stuff?
Well, I know, yeah, we were having it before we went to Ireland and Scotland, and then afterwards I felt like a lot of it had lifted. There was still a little bit there, but then
Yeah.
so yeah. So, but yeah,
I hope this isn't
we're
another
here to move
purging trip.
energy, obviously, wherever
I
we
know, it's
go.
like
So,
that's true. Since we're so old, like everywhere we go, we've left energy. That
yes.
needs to be addressed. Uh,
Okay. Pakitigo kena askirihi na to ono tutuku kana alatana katukutun oni keike. Una te hini sinisi kahala hana tuku utu. Ikat kana hatku hana haku tu tiskina atu kana katketki. Kikine skipto tu tiska. Ikan kitku. Aiko. Namaste. Is this saying live right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm feeling their energy pretty heavily connected with all of us. We used to do the the Council of Nine of the White Lions that we used to channel. So
or is the ninth dimensional white lines of Lyra. Ninth dimensional white lines, Lyra collective.
Okay, I'll go. Hui na nara ta uring e chu tu hui ra pai nu tu hui ra pai kata tu hui na maata ka I ta na tu I ta pahaka ta you know ho pa he na na e ta ka e na da ta hui na maha ko e ta pai ta ka ta I ra na ta hi ta tu ra pa ka e na ta I o ina pa e ta hai no na ai na te jui na mara ta nuru tu hira pa ka ta tairu tu hui mai chi ta te no kai na e wa Cheno huira na hai pa ta e ta ka na Kana hayera tohu, 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 tohu. I'm hearing the toot, 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 toot. It's making me laugh. One moment for transference. Show enough, show enough, show enough, show enough. We join you here today to bring you our light in our light language. And why is it considered light language? Light language is from the stars, and you are from the stars, and therefore your light is exuding from you to the stars. If you are interested in connecting in with your own light language, be amongst the stars. Imagine the starlight falling upon you. Imagine it brightening around you, lighting up your night sky. This is how you are. You are like a twinkling star blinking in the night, in the daytime. Although those that are standing around you may not be able to see your twinkle, your shine, your reflection, your light, they will know of it based off of your presence, based off of your love, based off of your kindness, based off of your service to others, based off of your commitment to do the work that you're called here to do as you're stepping up into your roles, each of you within the presence of who you are, within the guidance of what has been provided to you, within the contracts that you have signed to make the determination of where your presence will be, in what time and place, when and where. The brightness shines around you. So yes, sparkle like the night star, the night star in the sky. The galaxy, the Milk Galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, as is known to you. Think of this as the conglomeration of who you are, with all the aspects of who you are within the soul family of who you are. You are the night sky. You are larger than the Milky Way. Be bright, be sparkle, twinkle your light. Oh, they had a lot to say. Blessings, and thank you for that guidance. That's very interesting.
Beautiful. You ready, David?
Yes. Yeah, there are those who know. Nekoraka, connected to the energy deep within the heart. Mahashukura nihe ile urasha. Kai mahatura ni wasakshan. Ke matura kai. Shukuraha nani ne masharuska. Te mahalukusha. Pushing through the energy Tarashaki mahana yikiera tarashuko, impacting those who need it. Tarashatsinjukorata. Epanza. Kalu ukushka. Eza junukopa anjiki ku oratan jinjiwa. Know where you are. Mahakiki hara sharukuska nishishina nahaniwa. Seek answers within taraju ka aniena. Joy, peace, love, anger, tarajanza nye tokaranji chichukuarasha. Just forgive and move forward. Tarashan. No need to hold on to it. You can revisit it later if you like. You have things to do, you know. We love you. Be well.
Tu nyara taira te huiena mai e takahiena mahi shujuiena maha taena hai katahuiena mahara taena tohoro tohira pa to tohira naka apahiena na ta to tapahiena pae te oro toena rakaita chata parata. The ancient ones. Sapahira nakata roho to takayana mara takahira to namata chatara. We connect with the mountain. Nata ito to yanamata ka to rutu kuyanamara. And the earth. Apakahira to horo no patai ka tata to yanama. Tuiana mama, eta tatoira ta tokuhiana mara, ta era takuhuru, tuhiana mara, ta eta new inya maero tuhuma kai papa te tuiana maetaka. Yes, we are the ancient ones, the Andeans, the cloud people, as you would call us back in the day. Of course, back in the day is the now. But we want to talk to you today about sacred ceremony. Sacred ceremony, coming into your heart, gathering together in groups for the sake of worship and honoring and presentation. Bringing into your heart the connection that you have with the land, with the elements, with the weather, with the animals. Connecting in with the sacred ceremonies. Needs to be something that is brought back more frequently. As you are gathering in your groups, celebrating with love and joy and food and drink. Many of you do this today in celebrations of the markers of life. The annual celebration of birth. The celebration of two lives and families coming together in weddings. The celebration of holidays. In whatever form and format that are together. These are close to what we would like for the celebration of sacred ceremony to be like. We are of the advice that it is a come as you are event. There is no need to put on ceremonial dress. There is no need to be with a group leader saying this is how it's done. Sacred ceremony is intended to be in divine purpose within the heart. When you're in divine purpose in the heart and connecting in with the land, you are in appreciation and celebration of life, 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 celebration of life and all that it brings. The mundane little things. Perhaps it is that you are in the time where food is abundant, meals come easily. There's no searching and gathering for food. Although many may have gardens, we are aware of this. And so there is a little bit more connection to the land in that regard, appreciation and gratitude. But we are saying come together in celebration, in sacred celebration, with the plan, with the goal of acknowledgement and gratitude. And you may choose to do this celebration in any manner that one desires. But while you are celebrating with your friends and bringing food to share or drink to share, offering it to one another, we are saying, offer it also to the land. It is in the offering that the land provides for you, and then you provide back to the land with your gratitude and love. Although the councils of our time would have brought communities together to go over some of the nuances of how things are run, assignments of tasks, assistance with new children coming into the world, care for the young, teaching of the young adults, moving their way into adulthood. And then assisting them with finding their roles within our villages, working together in community. But also within these roles came sacred celebration. Whether you're celebrating the seasons, the alignment of stars, what the water provides for you, and what the land provides for you, so that you have sustenance to be in service to one another, assisting the elderly when they are unable to physically manage their day-to-day activities, and blessing them as they go on their journey into the next life. Which we also considered a celebration. Because we were so connected in with spirit, it was easy for us to understand that our ancestors were still with us. We could feel the energy, the vortexes. We could create our own vortexes by being together and setting intention and bringing in that higher energy along with guidance. And so we ask you to search your hearts and determine when are those opportunities to be within sacred ceremony, when all are participating. It is about the many, not about the few. And whereas you look to your leaders are not your guiding star, your northern star. Your guiding star resides within you, within your heart, within your heartbeat. And as you are connecting in with your heartbeat and listening for that still, calm, peaceful, quiet voice, it gives you inspiration. It gives you joy. It gives you bliss. Even if it's just, I love this tree. Its branches are low and inviting. I want to climb this tree today. Isn't this rock beautiful? I think I shall sit here and catch the sun for a few moments and rest my weary body. Due to the hard work of the day, it is acceptable to step away from the work of the day and find peace with oneself, find joy and calm within oneself. You've heard the phrase, stop to smell the roses. It is similar to this. Take an appreciation in those minutiae of moments of watching the dragonflies over the water and the fish that may feed upon them. Knowing that the fish will soon be providing you with sustenance. The proteins and amino acids that one needs to sustain the muscles within their body. Along with the berries and nuts provided, the mushrooms of the forest. All working in conjunction and connected one to another, which is what this community of celebration is, being connected to one another. In love, in acceptance, without judgment, being guided by your own heart. And transmission. We are here and open for any inquiries that you may have.
Welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. It is our pleasure to be here.
So in our modern day life of, work and cooking and other activities, how do you think we can best incorporate these sacred ceremonies as a, activity like we celebrate birthdays and so forth? Is it a special type of community? Do you see us in like 5D communities doing this, or do you see our current 3D world people coming together and doing this?
There are some groups that are doing this already within the third dimensional world, the lower energies in which much of today's society lives. There are also several groups that are doing this within the 5D world, that when they come together, their energy puts them into the 5D and higher at times. You'll recognize the difference when all things are graceful and at ease, when you are thinking of something and the synchronicity of it shows up, when you are moderating and modulating information from your hearts as you share your stories. The challenge would be for you within the lower frequency, within the 3D celebration of wedding or whatever celebration it is, holiday, of taking that moment. Call it the moment of silence, an appreciation for your ancestors. Make it a name that works for your particular family group. If it's your immediate family, you may call it prayer time. Let us have a blessing over this meal in gratitude and appreciation. With a larger group, you may use the let's have a moment of silent conflection. Or reflection. And if you have an opportunity to lead, perhaps you may guide them with the what may be. I see world of peace and love. Let's take a moment for all of us to be in gratitude, in celebration of this future that we want for us and for our children. This beautiful blessing I give to you. Would anybody else like to step up and offer their blessing? And then see who does.
Thank you. I'm sure people can incorporate this in their own way, depending on the groups. So my understanding is that new waters will be arriving to the earth, especially those that have been frozen for a long time, as well as waters from under the earth. Could you talk a little bit about what we can expect and how we can utilize the consciousness that these waters will bring?
Yes, as you're connecting into the water and blessing your own water as you're drinking, the water is a collective consciousness as well. And so this collective consciousness, as the light frequencies hit and illuminate them, broadening their expansiveness within the earth as it currently is. The ancient knowledge, such as ourselves, will start to be illuminated and brought forward to the minds of those within the consciousness of awareness. As some of these ice caps and frozen areas of the world are starting to dissipate, that knowledge is being put into the air. So even as you breathe, your connection into the air, the element of air, the information, and the asking for the awakening within your own divine self to ascertain to these apexes of information, be it earthbound or galactic, that has been left here for your future selves, from your past selves, bringing you that knowledge and awareness. Connecting in more deeply to your ability to heal yourself, to heal others. And you will have some remembrances of these ceremonies in which we speak.
That's wonderful. So even through the air, we'll be able to have these new remembrances and be able to utilize it. We don't necessarily have to drink that specific water in order to have this information. That's wonderful.
Yes, you are correct. The analysis of the mind will oftentimes bring it into a this or that, when the all that is and source prime creator is the this and that.
That's an important teaching of Bashar's. That one I remember.
I'm glad that he and I are on the same page.
So could you talk a little bit about
Kani Weha.
what our little group can expect this year in terms of our opening up to the new energies and gifts that may be arising?
Your gifts are already online. The awareness of them being online will sustain you as you begin to recognize the drips, using the water reference, of information that start to seep through. And this year, as the frequencies are raising with certain celestial bodies, alignments and convergences, trines of metatrotic ties is a good word to select for that. That these intersections, these connecting points, these dots of alignment will provide more and more information to you as the drips begin to flow as faster drips, and then a slow stream, a trickle, if you will, moving into a full-on running water, moving on to the rapids of a river, moving on to the speed of the waterfall gushing down. But we may not start with the gushing down of the water, for it would sweep you away. So in your awareness, you will notice the drip drips, and they will be coming faster this year, progressing to the trickle. And in the next year, you will start to see the running water.
That's exciting. Looking forward to seeing what arrives.
Yes, we are very excited to be a part of this group as we collaborate and cooperate and share our energies one with another. Kanak, kanak, kanakwia, kanakwia, kanakwia. We are trying to give this one our name. Kanak, kanakwia, kanakwia. You may call us Cain for short. Kanakwia.
Kanakwia. That's beautiful. So I'm going to be visiting Lake Atilan in Guatemala. Is there, what should I know about this visit and specifically that lake that may be of relevance?
Be graceful with yourself. Go in with an open mind. We do not want to set a predetermination of the expected outcome, because then this actually stops the energy flow. And we want you to be within the flow of the energy. So approach your visit with the lake and the land with an open heart of joy and anticipation. And do not worry about the experience. It will come. And even if you think the experience is only, oh, I got together with a group of people and we had a good time, allow it. Because it is in the allowing that the drops and drips progress forward more freely and rapidly to the stream of consciousness of the trickle.
Okay. Yeah, those are essentially my expectations to meet up with people I've been working with over the past year on developing our energies. So, and it's a beautiful lake, so I'm looking forward to being out in nature as well. I was wondering. Oh, go ahead.
As long as you take time to observe and appreciate, even if it's the color of the sky, whether it's a rain shower or sunshine, it does not matter. Just be in gratitude for all the small things, the interactions within the travel, the challenges along the way of getting from here to there. It's all a part of the journey. And please go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Actually, I was going to see if David or Susan had any questions.
Thank you. We offer you our great, great blessings in your journeys.
Thank you so much. If
And
Susan
thank you for the work that you do.
If Susan and David don't have any questions, Wendy did have a question. I can go ahead and ask. She wanted to find out, she had a dream where she saw a contract that said love child, and she wanted to know whose contract was she looking at?
As a creator being, she is on many councils, and as an advisor within her astral travels, she was looking at a contract that was being prepared for a young couple who was in the throes of making the decision of having a child or not. Then her conscious ego awareness, as she was beginning to awaken, saw the contract, and so her ego self stepped in and said, hang on a second, we can't sign this contract for them. But it really wasn't her contract or theirs to decide. It was this young couple's, as they were making their decision. And so in this alignment of putting the pieces together of the puzzle of their life, they had made the decision to have a love child, but they had not made the connection of the timing, the frequency, the energy of the creation of that child. And that child was to be born, was looking at its life and its contracts of what it wanted to accomplish. And I say it as this energy was currently within a etheric form within the soul and not a physical being, as this decision was being overviewed and decided upon. We find this
Interesting.
question amusing.
Yeah, when Wendy gets very interesting dreams.
We and many of her team like to influence her as she is working on her drips and trickles. And we thank you for the question, as it brings expansion to her own awareness and to her own heart healing and opening. Gratitude.
Of course. Are there any messages for our group, specifically for David, Susan, Wendy, and myself?
To continue to gather within your channeling efforts, to continue to share your information with one another as it assists in the unity, oneness, consciousness of all that is. And that's all we have for today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your being here and for the wisdom and guidance you've provided.
You are most welcome, and we are most honored to be here.
Blessings.
Blessings. Indeed, blessings to you all. Kushkriyana ratahi tukutu ya tatayana ratahi tutuyana.